Let's see if I can help some of you guys out. Guy, look, yeah, I had a guy say it. That's why you cut grass for a living. And he do this. He think he got this so great job. Let me tell you how I winded up cutting grass for a living. Yeah, that sound uneducated. Hey man, how you doing? I'm Dr. Bill. What's your name? Gibson. What you do for a living? I mow yards. I cut grass. I'm in lawn care. First thing run across their mind, this guy's a freaking idiot. Look, let me tell you, I'm gonna give you my life's journey in about 120 seconds. My first job as a little boy from the age of, I want to say about 9 years old to about 12 years old, I was working with my father in construction. We was doing sheetrock, and he was paying me $100 a week to come hang and finish sheetrock. I hate hanging and finishing sheetrock, but that's what my father did for a living. He had his own business hanging and finishing sheetrock. Then from the age of 12 to 14, I was working with a guy in my church doing janitorial work on the side, making equivalent about $100 a week for about 2 days worth of work. And now what I did with all that money, I would save the money and buy me a PlayStation, and I would buy Madden, and I would buy all of the games my heart desired. So when I turned 15, you get you a driver's license. Classy Chassis will give you a job. So I went to Classy Chassis at 15 years old, and I was making about $150 to $200 a week, working at Classy Chassis, cleaning vehicles and relying on tips. But they was slow with the money, so I winded up getting a job at Taco Bell, and boy, did my life change. I stacked up all of my Taco Bell checks because I had to work my Taco Bell schedule around my mother's schedule. So my mother would get off about 3 o'clock, so I can go to Taco Bell from about 5 to 9, 4 hours a day. So I stacked up all of my Taco Bell checks and went and bought me a vehicle. And I was at Taco Bell 6 days a week. I didn't go to any football games. I didn't go to prom. I didn't have a girlfriend. I was running the money up. Well, I was running it all the way up. I did that my 10th grade year of high school, 11th grade year of high school, 12th grade year of high school. Only thing I did was work and run the flipping money up. I think I was making about, I was making about $400 a week back then. About $300 a week back then. Getting paid every 2 weeks, about $600 every 2 weeks. Stacking it up. I didn't buy any clothes, jewelry. Only thing I bought was a pair of white Air Force Ones, black Air Force One. And I kept my car clean. I ran the money up. Went to welding school, got out of welding school at 18 years old, started making $662 a week, running the money up. And eventually, as you stay in the welding field a little longer, you'll make $700 a week, $800 a week, $1,200 a week. And I kind of topped out around about $1,200 a week welding in the shipyard. So then I started doing lawn care on the side just for some extra coins. Then it got to the point where lawn care on the side, I made $100,000 on the side of my full-time job in lawn care. I said, wait a minute, I'm kind of on to something here. If I can make $100,000 on the side cutting grass, imagine what I can do full-time. So I decided to leave my job. I decided to leave my welding job. And then I started to cut grass full time. Now, keep in mind, all of my friends, buddies, they was chasing the pipelines, the oil field, college degrees. And when everything was said and done, my buddies that was on the pipeline, my buddies that was on the offshore oil rigs, they was knocking down about $3,000 a week. So then it got to the point with me cutting grass, I started doing about $1,000 a day cutting grass. So I want to say last year, I was maintaining 96 properties solo. The money was pouring out of my ears cutting grass. So then I came to the realization, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I have a client, him and his wife sell ice cream, glizzies, aka hot dogs and hamburgers. That's what they do for a living up north. They sell ice cream, hamburgers, and hot dogs all summer. Then in the winter, they come down here to the coast for their vacation home. These are the same people that's paying me $100 a cut. The guy got 2 old classic vehicles at his house. I've only met the wife one time, and I've only met the husband here recently one time, and I've been doing their properties for 2 years. And when I met the husband about a month ago, that's what he told me. He said, man, can you believe it, man? He said, man, good to finally meet you, blah, blah, blah. My name's such and such. He said, you won't see us much because we have a business up north. He said, man, we sell ice cream, hot dogs, and hamburgers. He said, can you believe it? He said, I never thought I'd be able to live the way I'm living, selling hot dogs, ice cream, and hamburgers. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. So to the guy that's want to go back and forth with me and say, I see why you cut grass for a living. Don't you know it's people cutting grass for a living, making 10 times what I'm making? I ain't doing nothing compared to them boys raking it in. This guy's making $2,000-$3,000 a day cutting grass. And I'm just out here trying to get my little bit. Listen, man. Listen. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. Now, I can go cut grass for a company in my town. They'll pay me about $20 an hour. I choose to do it for myself. It's a guy I know. He make real good money. He got a 6-cylinder, all-white Ford Transit van, the small one. He ride around delivering packages. And he told me, he said, man, I'm making more money than them boys driving 18-wheelers. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah, I cut grass for a living. Yeah, I'm uneducated. Yeah, man, I ain't got no education, man. I cut grass for a living. I ain't smart, man. I just cut grass for a living. That's it. Look, you know when you go to somebody's house, jump in a swimming pool, you know them little noodle things people have in their water? You know the little noodle floaty things that they sell at Dollar Tree and Dollar General? You do know the person that made those are a millionaire, right? And you can't tell me his name, you don't know what he looked like. Hey man, what you do? Oh man, I invented the water noodle. This guy's a freaking idiot. But he's a millionaire. Yeah.